So how much did you put on there? Maybe just enough to cover the whole ashtray. Okay. So he put. If y'all seen it when I first turned the camera on, he had some on the rag. Then he added a little bit more,
You just keep
and he
adding and
also
adding
just
until you just
and
keep
he
you
just
keep
polishing
playing.
at the same time. He just wiping at the same time as he as you put it on there.
Because
You just wipe.
eventually you're gonna be buffing it out to get the shine. Right now I'm just basically trying to clean it
Because
so it'll look as fresh as
the
possible.
ashtray was really really dirty.
And this is what actually cleans. It doesn't just polish; it cleans. It's almost like you put a polish on your church shoes, and then after you get the polish, and now you buff it out. You wipe it down. The polish also helps to coat it and clean it. And then after you get done, you get it as clean as you can get it. Because some of these black spots have been on here for a very, 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 very long time.
And they probably won't come
And
out.
you could take hours trying to clean those spots. You're not going to get it in just one application. You have to clean it as best you can, then come back after a while and try it again and just keep doing it over and over and over again until it's completely clean and it's like new. This one time polish that I'm doing, and if you can see how it's reflecting in the sunlight, you see it's already starting to
Starting to
shine.
shine. Hmm.
But in order for it to fully come clean, it's going to take multiple applications.
Okay.
This is just the first of many, many applications. Probably in about a month or so.
You're gonna have to do it again.
No, in about a month after if I do this like every day or every other day, come back and spend a little time cleaning it and polishing it. In about a month, this ashtray is gonna look like brand new.
Okay.
That's how it works. But it's looking pretty good right
So
now
far, good.
after the
Yeah.
first, the first application. So
Hmm.
if it's looking this good after this first application, then maybe I won't have to come back too many times to
To
won't
do it
take me
again.
too many times
Hmm.
to do it again. But it's getting down pretty good. You know,
Yeah, that's nice
getting
compared to what it
down pretty
was.
good for the first application. Maybe hopefully by the third or fourth application, this thing will be completely clean, and I won't have to go and buy some more of this stuff. But this is the shit right here. This is the shit right here. This is what you need.
You see, y'all,
If you
right
want to
here, the
polish your
brasso.
brass, you want to polish your chrome, and it ain't got too many blemishes on it like this ashtray does, then that's what you need.
Right here.
That's what you need. That's what we used to use when we was on the ships. We used to polish our brass and our chrome on the ships with that. Let me
Hmm.
tell you, be sparkling clean. But none of our was
Wasn't
brass
like that.
were as tarnished as this uh, ashtray is. But I have to say, it's doing pretty good for just the first application, which means hopefully I won't have to take too many applications to clean this to fully restore this ashtray. See that? See, it was black before. Man,
That's yeah, that looks really nice now. If y'all can see. He trying to get in these cracks right here, y'all. That's what he trying to do.
That's where you lay your cigarette.
That's where that's where your cigarette lays here.
You tell this thing ain't never been cleaned, really.
Y'all see that little spot right there? That's an old spot right there.
I can do that. Definitely don't have. Definitely gonna have to do more applications.
So this
Keep
just
this
the
thing
first one, y'all.
completely
I'll probably
restored.
come back and let y'all see him do the second one. And maybe after that second one, it should be looking a whole lot better.
This was stuff. It's gonna take more than one application. Break my wrist and my arm trying to clean all this shit at one time.
That's why I thought maybe
Gotta
you can
put a
use a
little.
brush or something
It
like a
takes a
little
little
brush.
elbow grease. No, actually, you got to use a
You
towel
gotta use a
brush.
towel.
You
Okay.
don't use a brush because you don't
Soft
want to.
brush or
You
something.
don't want to scratch it. A rag or a towel or what else did it say you could use? A rag, a
Um,
towel.
one of the micro fiber cloths.
It
You
says
use one of those.
or a sponge. Sponge.
Oh, okay.
Use sponge like one we got in the kitchen. You use that.
Oh, okay.
Not the Brillo side, but the soft
The
side.
soft side, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the soft one, not the.
But I prefer to use a rag.
Oh,
And
okay.
then once you a rag like this to clean it, then once you get it completely clean and you got all the tarnish that's on it off, it's just gonna have to come back and
Yeah,
we're
gotta
gonna
do
have to
another
come
one.
back and do some more application to get it completely clean. This one time ain't gonna get it, but to see how much better it look compared to what it used to look like,
Mm-hmm.
and then once you instead of shining it up with dry with a soft cloth, cotton cloth, that's what I like to use. I'm just gonna wipe it down real good with this cloth that I already got. Excuse me. And that way it'll already be ready
Mm-hmm.
for my next application. I'm not gonna put the soft cotton cloth on it and shine it up until all the spots and varnish and all the spots and varnish is completely off, like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's this is like this is varnish. This is what the varnish is. The black spots are left over cigarette stains and years of just sitting around and never
Be
being touched
clean.
or never being cleaned. And so they kind of soaked into the metal as a result of that, the neglect and not cleaning it. This is probably the first time that this ashtray has been cleaned
Probably for
since it was
years.
purchased years
Yeah.
ago. But this has been ashtray is years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's been in the family for my wife's family for a very very long time. And how old it is exactly, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing from it by its appearance before I started cleaning It was a very old ashtray.
Mm.
So you can tell that
'Cause
I
I was
can't.
trying to
I'm
look
not
for
a
a name.
scientist. I can't tell you by the varnish that's on here. These little stains, because you see the shiny part right here. This is actually the natural color of this brass ashtray. That's what it should look like by the time all this should be gone. By the time I finish with applying the brass metal polish. And like I said, it's gonna take multiple applications. I'm not gonna get it one time, but it's starting to see. You can see where the stuff is working
Mm.
because it's been on
Yeah,
there
I
so
can see.
long. Is the
Look,
reason why it's gonna take
there's another one.
multiple applications. So I pretty much got as much as I can get. Some of this looks like where you might have to use a little paint on it, like this spot right here. I don't know what that is. It's kind of a deep scratch right there. Could be maybe a little brass paint, you know, put on there to kind of help coloring. But this looks so much better than what it did originally.
Hmm.
And
I
after a
see
few
the
more,
difference.
just make sure I get all enough polishes on all the edges and whatnot. So when I come back to reapply again in a day or two, it already have some polish on it, and all I got to do is just reapply and keep wiping like I am, and this what I'm leaving on now without busting it out. It's gonna help. You know, kind of like when you pre-soak dishes before you wash them. I'm pre-wiping and uh, you know, pre, you know what I'm saying. It's the same thing I'm doing with the stuff. So when I come back to it, I won't have to wipe as much. I just want to make sure. I just want to get it so as when I come back to it, it's gonna be ready. That's what this side looks like.
Look at
So
that.
much better it looks.
All out there. Let me see.
Yeah.
It's still in
When you
the.
flip it over, yeah, I am going to wipe the other side. The other
Hmm.
side is not as bad, but still, it's got spots. It's been on here for probably
Quite
years,
some time
and it's
too
probably going to take more than one application
for
on this
this one
side
time.
as well.
See, I
But
was looking for a name back
it's
here. I
not
can't
really
even
as
see a
bad
name.
as the other side here. So let's get to applying and see what it do. And I always use the dirty side of my rag because that's where most of the polish is. And when I'm wiping it, I know it might seem counterproductive and you want to flip over and use clean side. But this is already saturated, so I don't have to use as much as that to clean it. And besides, it's not going to get clean completely this first time around. Now, after a couple of more applications, then I'll just I'll start using a cleaner rag that's not saturated to that way I'm cleaning and I'm buffing at the same time. And then I can take the soft rag and just buff it completely. Well, right now we're gonna stick with the dirty side of the towel. Now, if y'all do this, now some of y'all who are experts in doing this, you know, y'all got y'all way of doing this. That's fine. This is how I do it. So now, if you want to share your way, that's fine. You can do that. You ain't got to be overly critical about how I'm doing it, because like my mama always tell me, it ain't how you do something. It ain't about the method you use. It's about just getting the job done. As long as I'm getting the job done, then we ain't gonna trip too much about how the job is getting done. We just clean the ashtray. We ain't, this ain't for. I ain't getting paid to do this. You know, we ain't in no competition. But if you got some better ideas that'll help me out, and you want to be helpful to me by showing me a better way to do this, then by all means, y'all go ahead on. But if you just want to talk shit, then hey, it's Sunday. I ain't gonna tell you what I think about your shit talking. So, see, I'm not even really just scrubbing. I'm just wiping on the polish. Now that I've used the polish, the dirty side, the polish on there, now I can kind of find me a cleaner side of the rag. Like this right here looks good enough. And start scraping off. Once again, take more than one application. Boom, look at that. Just that one application.
Yep.
The side was not as dirty as the inside, the other side. So it may not take as many applications to get it clean. Yeah, it's still different. Definitely still different. Yeah, and I can smell that dinner all the way out here.
I know.
And you got to open the door, close the door, let it all get out. And it smells so good, I don't even want to smell the polish anymore. I know the polish is strong. Polish smell like almost got a like ammonia, but nowhere near as strong as ammonia, but it's got that kind of smell to it. Yeah, so next time I come back to do this, that ought to be all she need for this side. But we're gonna do it as many. We're gonna polish it up as many times as we polish the other side. We apply to the other side. Some of the spots seem to be coming up. Not all of them, but like I say, multiple applications. This is a project. This is not like a one-time deal. This is it's almost like when you're restoring your vehicle or you're trying to restore the chrome, on your vehicle, on your tires. It's not just something you're gonna be. It's not like a one-time deal. This is a project. And it's ongoing and continuous.
If you want to keep up the ashtray.
Because this ashtray. You get it restored and clean. It could be worth something. I don't know how much, but it could be worth something. That's why it pays when you got, metals like this, like brass. or if you got some copper or some steel or some chrome or gold even, man, you want to take care of that. You won't let this stuff
Yeah.
get all jacked up like this ashtray was. But
Mhm.
you know, we're gonna get this ashtray right though. Gotta take care of your shit, man. That's what my mama always told me. Take care of your shit. Keep it tight.
Mhm.
Keep it tight.
And that's a nice ashtray too.
Oh yeah.
It's nice.
It's gonna show once I get done with it.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna be done with it today, but like I say, by the time, maybe in a month or so, this thing gonna be like brand new, brand spanking new. And no, we will not be putting cigarettes out in this thing.
No, that's just for the. It
It's
might
just
just be
just
for
be for
decor.
decor.
It might be
It's
just for
already
decor.
got a cigarette design. I mean, an ashtray design for cigarettes. It's
Mhm.
plastic, hard plastic. You know, the kind you put, like them old school. It ain't glass, like like one of them crackhead ashtrays or whatever. The little black ones. You know what I'm talking about. Some of them sometimes they
They
come
got
in they
the
come in orange and red
yeah. They
and
go
yellow
in the
sometimes.
big
Yeah.
and the small, like the
That's the
little
cigarette.
cigarette.
That's
Like
the cigarette ashtray. This year we would not be using this ashtray to smoke out of it.
mm-mm,
It's
no.
retired from cigarettes.
Yep. Oh yes, indeed.
You won't be smoking anything else out of it either.
Mm-mm, nothing.
Excuse me. Got the allergies. This shit ain't no good. All right. Go up the top of it. Real good. See how shiny it's starting to look. Just imagine what it's gonna look like after a few more applications.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking like this right now. Yeah.
Nice. Look at that.
Now what I'm gonna do is one more application.